establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play call. Mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Henley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards. The gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tennessee Titans. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that in Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Titans, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a 1st down.
11-yard line.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A gain of 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
If I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Titan football. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. We'll check on his status when we get back. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd. Down.
3rd down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
The keeper,
Lamar Jackson, 89 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And it's good to make it 14-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
That's good.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Jackson's pass, complete.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The gain of 20. And the Raven
off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
at the 38.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jayon Brown. The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked. A loss of 3 yards.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
And long.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Uncorks one for Davis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Taken in the end zone.
And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Face mask. Defense.
This is unbelievable.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Play action. Now Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And here's Jackson on the option.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete right around the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Sam Sloman for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder. And start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the base and let the linebackers run free. They could also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Anthony Miller.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2nd and 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
They're down here in the 4th. That personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Number 28.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Intended for
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because
this is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. That's strong running. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this one complete on the slant route. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And he's got Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The catch made by Miller.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And